Hello, I'm coming to you today to talk about my plastic surgery journey. First, I would like to say if you're against plastic surgery, you might want to go ahead and click off of this video because this video will be talking about plastic surgery, and anyone who makes any negative comments will be deleted. So there's not even a point to make them. If you know you're not going to like anything that I'm going to say, just go ahead and click off. Now, okay, so I finally made the decision to go ahead and have, basically I'm having 360 lipo with a BBL. Okay, with that said, so basically I'm going to have liposuction and then a fat transfer. Okay, so I think I had the desire to do this, not that I think I knew. I mean, we could say probably at least 10 years ago. At least 10 years ago, when I heard that you could contour your body and change your body, that was something that I wanted to do. I've never been satisfied with, the shape of my body, especially around the waist area. Okay, so about 10 years ago, I looked into it. It cost so much money. I was like, okay, yeah, that's a different option. At that time, I didn't see how that would be a possibility. It was so expensive. I mean, at that time, I guess it was, $10,000, $15,000. Now, some people are still paying around 10 or so, and it is still kind of close to 10 or so, depending on what all you're getting done. But then probably about, I looked into it again, maybe about 3 years ago. And I was like, yeah, I probably could do this. And then like the price was coming down. People were saying that they're going to Miami and they're going out of the country. Now I wouldn't go out of the country, but I'm just saying. In Miami, I guess it's like they do it so often. There's so much demand that the cost is just not as high. So I was looking into that. I was researching it. I was looking at a lot of different journeys that people were having regarding it, and it got to a point where someone was talking about drains. Now, those are the tubes that they put into you to drain your body of all of, I guess, the fluids that end up building up when you have that procedure, that build up throughout your body. Now, I don't know why of everything of the whole procedure, that is what scared me the most. At that point, when they're talking about drains and that it hurts so bad, at that point I was like, oh no, I'm good. I don't even want to experience that. I don't know why of everything. Obviously it couldn't be the worst of the whole procedure. But to me, the drains is what said, oh no, I'm okay. I don't want to do that. That seems like way too much. Okay, and then then I was just like, oh, I just want to get some liposuction because, I'm not, I wasn't trying to really have the money to, or even thinking about spending the amount of money that it would cost for like the BBL and all that, whatever. So then I was just like, oh, I'll just get some liposuction. That shouldn't be too expensive. Let me go ahead and look into it. So then I started looking into doctors, and I saw a specific doctor that was running a special online. So I decided, oh, well, let me call them. Here they have this special for liposuction or whatever. So they were like, yeah. And then the other thing was they said that they did, like online consultation, if you will, or whatever. And that was a plus to me because I live in the middle of nowhere. I'm not close to any like really major city where I would think that they have the expertise to do good work for this type of procedure. So I was like, oh, that's great. That means like I don't have to travel anywhere to do a consultation to find out. I'm not satisfied with what they're telling me. So that was like a big plus, and I think that's really why I kind of stuck with them because of the convenience of it. So they told me to take a picture of my full body, and this was just about getting liposuction, and I only wanted to get some liposuction on my back. That was it. Anyhow, so but they were like, oh, take a picture of your whole self or whatever, and then we'll give you a quote, da da da. So when I sent the pictures, I sent a full thing of myself, you know, of my whole full body, even though I was only really concerned about my back and what my back looked like. They said, take pictures of all sides, blah, blah. So I sent it to them. So they sent me a quote that consisted of my back and tummy tuck. And it was kind of like, okay, my back and tummy tuck, okay. And they sent me a price. And to me, the price was a lot. So I'm like, okay, at this price, at this point, from everything now, what we're talking about is so similar to 360 lipo. And then, like I said, well, do you guys do Brazilian butt lifts? Because if I'm going to spend this amount of money, I want a big butt, okay? I don't want to spend this amount of money and I don't have the butt I want. I'm sorry, the most important thing to me, I don't even care if my stomach is hanging over. The most important thing to me is having a big butt when it comes to, if there's something I'm going to alter and invest in with plastic surgery, it's my butt. I want my butt to be the butt I've never had my entire life. So I just said, okay, well, if this is the price for just these procedures, well, how much to do the Brazilian butt lift and everything else with it? So the pricing that they came back with, to me, I mean, it was kind of out of my budget. I mean, I guess I could have done it, but it was like, no, I don't feel comfortable with that or whatever. And I actually just asked them, honestly, that amount is a little bit high. I'm asking, but could you talk to the surgeons? Because all of the surgeons are independently operating. They're just using, I guess, like the same facility to do their work. So I'm like, well, can you ask the surgeon, I guess the one who quoted me and everything for the work, if I can get it for a different, lower discounted rate. And after asking or whatever, they spoke to the surgeon. He agreed he'd do the work for that discounted rate. And they just said it was just a stipulation. I just need to make my payment within 2 weeks. So I'm like, okay, deal. So I guess, I still kind of felt safe. I didn't feel like it's going to be shoddy work because he gave me the discount, but it was one of those things. They were willing to get the business right now if I was able to pay right now, and not this is some prolonged thing where I'm just thinking about it and I'm not really ready to do it right now. But if you know anything about me, if you know me, it's when I want to do something, I do it right now. I am not the person that wants to do something and then I'm going to wait forever to do it. It's like the minute it hits my mind that this is what I want to do, I have to do it right now. And plus, I'm impatient. I don't like to wait anyway. So, yeah, I wanted to do it. And the first time I lived in 10 years ago is because I couldn't pay for it 10 years ago. So that's why I didn't do it. It wasn't because I was lacking or procrastinating. I just put it out of my mind like this is not a possibility. I didn't see a way it could ever be a possibility if it was going to cost like that much. And then like I said, then when I was ready to do it, I found out you can get these things done for a little bit lower than when it first came out and was the big rave. Then it was more of, I got scared. Like, oh no, I don't feel like being in pain. I don't want to do that, So it still wasn't, I didn't want to do it at that moment. Like right now it's like, I am willing to, no pain, no gain, I guess. I don't know how to put it. At this point, it's like, you know what? I don't know why I psyched myself out. I am not normally a scary person about anything. So I don't know why, I don't know, that drain thing just turned me off. I just was like, oh no. Anyhow, so I got over that. Like I said, the doctor said, it just, the way it all came together, it was like, you know what, this is something I've always wanted to do. And it just threw itself at me, if you will, because honestly, yes, I didn't even go into it looking for this particular procedure, but then looking to do something I felt would be, something that would improve my body just a little bit. I didn't like how my back looked. It just showed me that, you know what, you can do this whole thing, what you've always wanted. And so here I am. So I am scheduled to do my procedure. I've had a lot of, obviously soul searching, if you will, or whatever. And it's definitely what I want to do. Like, I'm not looking forward to I'm not looking forward to the struggle through it, but I am looking all the way to the end where I'm going to like and be satisfied with how I look. I have spent almost every day of my life looking at my body and saying, I do not like how my body looks. I never have, ever, at any point. It doesn't matter what weight I'm at. I've been at low weights. I've been at high weights. It does not matter. I mean, I've been 140. I've been 180. And it doesn't matter. It didn't matter what my weight was. I've never liked my shape. And while, I'm throwing, weights out there, weight doesn't mean anything if you don't know my height. My height is 5'3". At 5'3", 140, I'm a stick. And I have no body at all. I don't like that at all. My legs get super thin. I don't like that. To me, that's not attractive for a woman. Thinness, it's not for me. Maybe it's cute on someone else. It's not cute for me. It's not what I see as a standard of beauty. I feel like thickness is a standard of beauty, but thickness that's in shape, not thickness that's just sloppy. So, 140 wasn't for me either. So, then it's like, if you gain weight, you can't gain it where you want the weight. If you lose weight, you can't lose it where you want to lose the weight. So this is, for me, the only thing I can do. Now, I am not going to be technical. I am not trying to be technical. This is not to, at least at this stage, in this video, this is not to make you aware of anything. I'm not a physician. I'm not an expert. I'm not anything. It's just me personally. I am not happy with my shape and my body, and I want to improve that. I just feel like, now is the time. Now is the time, I've lived my life, putting, my kids before me, anything and everything that I felt was necessary for them to do. I put myself last, and I've given them everything, and I've planned so much of my life around, well, what might they need, to where I never did anything for myself. So it's just that time. They're basically all adults. So I can do something that's going to make me feel good about me. And I feel happy about that. And anyway, so I am scheduled for surgery today is Thursday. I'm scheduled for surgery on Monday. So I will be having more additional updates with how everything's going. I'm going to try to include some of my trip. I have to, travel a ways. I have to go to San Diego. San Diego was 2.5, 3 hours from me. So that's where I have to travel to. I'm going to be staying there for a couple of nights because that's where the surgery center is. That's where the physician is. And I'm just going to take you along with me so you can see everything that I'm doing to get prepared. Like I said, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a guru on, this is what you need to do for your, surgery, because I don't know. I don't know. I'm not an expert at that. But, I know what I do have. I have looked up some things that would be helpful, I got my Boppy pillow. As far as healing, I know I got me a bunch of canned pineapple juice because I heard after surgery, pineapple has bromelain, which helps you heal. And like I said, I'm not overly super. Everybody had their ad boards ahead of time, this and that ahead of time or whatever. And my thing is I'm going to wait till it's because I don't know what I'm going to get from my physician or whatever. From what I understand, you get there and then they try to sell you their own package. So I'm going to look at their stuff. But honestly, I've been looking at all this stuff on Amazon. And after I have the surgery, then I'm going to go ahead and order all that extra stuff. And because Amazon, you'll get your stuff same day or next day. Because I have the Amazon Prime. So I'm going to have it immediately. I just didn't feel like having to travel with all that stuff. So I'm not going to get it yet. Anyway, and then the other thing is I won't be staying at home, not at least for my first week. So on my first day after surgery, I'll be staying, that's why I'm staying 2 nights in San Diego, because I have to do the 1-day post-op appointment. So I'm coming in the day before because my surgery is kind of in the morning. I got to be there at 11 in the morning, and 3-hour drive on a weekday on a Monday. Like, I don't want to take that risk. So that's for the first day. Then for the second day, I have to do the post-op day 1 post-op appointment. So I'm staying another night after the surgery so that I can go in to have that appointment with the doctor. And then after that appointment, then I will be going to my mom's house, because I don't know, I guess I don't trust anybody to take care of me except for my mom. I just feel like, I mean, you know, you just want to be around your mom. Anyway, so at least for the first week, I'll be at my mom's. And then maybe after that first week, I'm going to gauge how I feel. If I just feel like I still need a lot of help and you really can't do anything, then I'll probably stay there another week. But if I feel, you know, kind of like oh, I'm cool, I might go ahead and come home and just let my, you know, kids help me. You know, it scares me, my kids helping me. Like, I mean, like, I do everything for them. Like, I don't know what they're gonna do with me. Anyhow, so like I said, I'm just gonna play it by ear. And yeah, that's what it is. And as far as when people start asking me, because I'm not at that point yet, if someone start asking, well, how much did you pay for your, you know, procedure, so on and so forth, I'm gonna hold off on that until I can probably get an okay from them to say, well, oh, this is what I paid, because I don't, you know, I'm not trying to mess up anybody's change or money that they're trying to make. So probably at a later time I'll discuss all of that. But anyhow, okay, you know, and I'm going to go ahead and show, I guess I'll go ahead and insert at the end of this video or somewhere in this video my before pictures. That's what I'll do. I'm going to show you my before pictures. I know you can't see my body here. I mean, I can stand up. I can stand up barely, but I mean, you kind of see a little bit of something. You know, it ain't much, but you know. But I'll show some pictures where you can really look and see. Maybe don't look like my back super fat. My back is fat, okay? But anyhow, but thank you so much for spending this time with me. And please stay tuned for my additional videos. And I will see you next time. Bye.